a white velvet wedding cake with wedding cake icing. You will never need another cake recipe or icing recipe. And this starts with a box cake mix. It's so easy, goes together so fast, and you will absolutely love it. Let me show you what I did. Well, tonight I am making another birthday dessert for a birthday lunch tomorrow, and I thought you might like to know this one. This is a white velvet cake. It is the most tender crumb and delicious wedding cake is the flavor. It's an almond flavored cake, and the best part of all is it's an elevated box cake. So let me show you how to do it. So I'm starting with a box mix. Now this is an old recipe, so it called for an 18¼ ounce box mix. And if you've noticed, they're not that size anymore. They're 13¼ ounces. Just look on there. It did really shrink, just like you thought it did. So I buy one cake mix and then a second one that I use parts of out of and just keep it in my pantry. So 5 more ounces of cake mix. If you don't have a kitchen scale, that's about 3/4 of a cup. To that, I'm gonna add a cup of just granulated white sugar. I'm going to add some cake flour, 1 cup and 2 tablespoons more. One stick of melted butter. Nice richness, right? Delicious. You have to make this. 1 1/3 cups of water. 1 cup of sour cream. A teaspoon of almond extract. Remember I said it's a wedding cake flavor, so almond extract. I'm not measuring it, but be careful because you can overdo it with almond extract and it is a strong flavor, so a teaspoon. 1/8 of a teaspoon or a pinch of salt. If you're using salted butter, you can omit that part. I'm gonna start mixing with my whisk attachment, and once I get it mixed a little bit, I'm gonna add in 3 eggs. Okay, I'm just gonna let it mix until it comes together. It's gonna go in 2 9-inch cake pans. I have parchment paper in the bottom because, like I said, it's a very tender crumb and I wanna make sure it comes out pretty and doesn't get torn up. That easy, your cake batter has come together. Okay, so this is going to go in 2 9-inch cake pans, and we're gonna bake it at 325 degrees until a toothpick or a cake tester comes out clean. You could do this in 3 pans if you wanted to. Just, how much frosting do you like with your cake? Or how much cake do you like with your frosting? Okay, so I'm just going to use my scraper to get as much batter out as I can because I don't want to leave any behind. Then I'm going to use another scraper to scrape the first scraper because I really don't want to leave any behind. When I was little, my Aunt Pearl called these child cheaters, and I never really understood why until I was an adult, because it's cheating you out of licking the bowl if you get it all out. Okay, they're done baking. I'm going to let them cool in the pan for about 10 minutes, and then I'll take them out and let them cool completely on a cooling rack. I'm gonna stick them in the freezer because I need them to cool so I can frost them tonight for lunch tomorrow. Okay, while the cakes are cooling, we're gonna mix up the frosting, and this is a wedding cake frosting, so it also has the almond flavoring in it. We're gonna start with 1 cup of shortening. Nobody said this was healthy. It's cake after all. Okay, to that we're gonna add a 1/2 cup of water. We're gonna add a 1/2 tablespoon of vanilla. I'm using clear vanilla because this is a white icing and I want it to stay white. I don't want it to be tinted. We're gonna do a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, a 1/2 teaspoon of almond extract, which is also clear. And then we're going to start adding our powdered sugar. It calls for 8 cups. Use more or less depending on the consistency of the frosting that you want. Okay, my cake has cooled. I'm ready to frost it. This is me trying to do too many things at the same time, and I deleted the rest of the video of me making the frosting, but I used about 7 or 8 cups of powdered sugar, and this is the consistency of my frosting. I wanted it nice and thick, so that's what I've got here. I have leveled my bottom layer, so I'm just gonna get it frosted, and then I'll show you the finished product. Okay, it is finished, and I can't wait to dive into it. I do happen to have the extras from where I leveled the bottom cake, and of course there's extra frosting, so we must give it a try. Two thumbs up. I'm telling you, you do not need another cake recipe. This one is it. It is delicious. It is so, so soft, and I hope you give it a try. Have a great day.